up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Sean Diddy Combs, it looks like, baby, you got more things to worry about than that alleged RICO money laundering, SMEX trafficking, and all that stuff. Baby, they are taking it all the way down to who got Pac murked. If you guys don't know, I did a video yesterday about the way Foxy Brown is going to be the prosecution's star witness in the Keith D trial. Because Keith D said, guess what? And I can't blame my others at the same thing too. He's pushing 60 years old. Guess what? I wasn't even there. This is a setup. Unfortunately, the prosecution said, nah, baby, ain't no setup because we have Foxy Brown IDing you at the scene. Now, when I first heard it, I said, how would Foxy Brown remember something that happened over 30 years ago? But a lot of y'all reminded me Foxy Brown was, especially back then, and is, but definitely was, currently that girl, baby, she stayed with those gangsters. She knew a lot of shenanigans that Diddy and Jay-Z was into. As a matter of fact, she actually was in the car when Keith D allegedly got in the car, got the hammer that murked Pac. She stepped out the car, let him sit in the passenger seat, and then got back in the car and drove away. She can place him at the scene of the crime and getting the weapon. But get this. Remember when I said she also might be called into the Diddy trial? Because what she knows about Diddy and by proxy, Jay-Z could blow everything up for some of these billionaires, at least one. Well, guess what? The feds are doubling down on this and they're now kind of showing their hand because if you guys don't know, they are saying that Keith D actually ID'd Diddy as the person that put $1 million hit on. Yeah, exactly. Let's get into this because, baby, you can't make this up. I know Diddy wish the feds would stop poking around, but it looks like Diddy's reign of terror, if you can believe it was a reign of terror, is a little bit over. Get this. This is exclusive. Diddy ordered a hit on Tupac and Suge Knight. Now, if you know anything about all these rumors in the street with Diddy, now I do have to say that what I am saying is based upon information and belief. Maybe it's YouTube. Read the disclaimer on the channel. This is for your entertainment. Diddy has maintained his innocence. He said that he is coming fighting for his name, his bloodline. He's on some Braveheart, uh, Jason Bourne, blood, like Blade bloodline stuff. All right. They're saying that Diddy has a history of having a hot head, and there is a cloud of death that surrounds Diddy. Baby, either he is the angel of death or he got a curse on his bloodline because everybody around him just keeps dropping like flies. A sensational new report claims, right? The chief suspect, Keith D, Diddy told him he wanted them dudes, meaning Suge and Pac, gone. And he put a $1 million bounty on their heads. Now, mind you, this was back in what, 1994? $1 million back in 1994 was a $5 million. I find it odd that Shine, there was rumors that Diddy paid $1 million to Shine. Diddy paid $1 million. There's all these $1 million things. Howard just exposed Diddy saying he ain't give us anything, but let's keep going. Anyway, they're saying Sean Diddy Combs allegedly ordered a hit on Tupac Shakur's life just months before the late rapper's murking almost 3 decades ago. And a sensational new development to come nearly 28 years after Tupac was fatally murked during a drive-by bang-bang in Las Vegas on the night of September 7th, 1996. New allegations have emerged connecting Diddy to Pac's murking. Now, I said this yesterday. A lot of y'all was like, what are you talking about? Diddy ain't had nothing to do with Pac, not according to Keith D. Again, Keith D said this, Diddy said this to him. Now, Keith D could have been 20 on 10. He could have been lying. Or Keith D actually might be talking because he said, baby, I ain't going to jail for the rest of my life alone. Even more surprising were the accusations that Diddy told Dwayne Keith D. Davis that he wanted both Pac and Suge done and placed a $1 million bounty on their heads. This is the shocking revelation shared by former LAPD Detective Greg Kading this week in a bombshell report published by New York Magazine on Wednesday morning. According to Kading, who was heavily involved in the investigations into the murkings of Biggie and Pac, Keith D admitted that Diddy ordered a blank right? Ordered a hit on Pac and Suge Knight in 1995. He once told the detective that the hit was ordered during a stop at Diddy's 1995 Summer Jam tour in Anaheim, California, where Diddy allegedly told a hotel room full of C gangsters that he wanted them dudes' heads. Now, if this is true, Diddy got a lot of nerve stopping in on Anaheim, California, meeting up with the Crips and telling him he wanted. Oh, Diddy then allegedly offered Keith D 1 million to murk both of them. Man, we'll wipe their A's out, Keith D allegedly told Diddy at the time. Flash forward to September 1996, and the situation escalated after Pac allegedly punched Orlando Anderson, Keith D's nephew, in the face during a Mike Tyson fight. That's the most Tupac thing in the world. During a Mike Tyson fight at the MGA Grand Arena in Las Vegas, the ish became ominously personal. Keith D wrote later in his 2019 Compton Street Legend regarding the incident between his nephew and Pac. He then allegedly obtained a 40 caliber Glock from a blank dealer named Eric von Zip Martund and hit the streets to hunt down Pac and Suge Knight. Now, Eric von Zip, again, Keith D, alongside Anderson and two other C's, allegedly found Shakur and Suge Knight shortly after 11 p.m. on the night of September 7th. Keith D claimed he then handed the 40 caliber Glock to his nephew, who in turn opened fire and blanked Pac 4 times. He passed away in a nearby hospital 6 days later on September 13th. Still, the matter was not just over. Not yet, at least. According to Keith D, Diddy later called Martin to ask, "Was that us?" Keith D confirmed that and demanded a $1 million bounty that Diddy had allegedly offered on Pac's life. But while Diddy allegedly told Martin to pay Keith D the bounty, Keith D never received the money. I will say one thing. Diddy got a history of saying he going to pay people for stuff, and people better start getting that money up front. They better start learning what Cash App is. Now, Radar Online previously reported that Diddy has repeatedly denied any involvement in Pac's September 1996 murking. He also called Keith D's claims nonsense. Keith D was ultimately arrested in September 2023 for his alleged involvement in Pac's murking nearly 30 years ago. He was charged with one count of murking with a deadly weapon and is scheduled to face trial in November. They'll give him a sweet offer just to put things to rest, Kading told New York Magazine regarding Keith's the arrest and upcoming trial. This whole thing is anticlimactic. Listen, let me tell you something. If Diddy did this, Diddy needs to be under the jail. And again, this sounds like Diddy. I don't know about the murking part, but say he gonna pay somebody money and not paying them. Is this us? At the end of the day, we're gonna see through the indictment that comes out for Diddy and whatever the charges are, we're going to see just exactly what was true, what was false, and what everybody believes. But I'll tell you one thing, the block is hot for Diddy, and anybody around him threatens to go down. I will say one thing, Foxy Brown looks like she's going to be the star witness in the Keith D trial. It looks like she's going to testify in the Diddy trial if they need her. And baby, again, Foxy Brown knows a lot about Diddy, Jay-Z, and a lot of those dudes that was in the street at that time. You guys, keep an eye out on this, but it looks like Diddy has been linked to not only Pac's, but also Biggie's cold cases. We will see what develops. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.